Hello. Today we're going to go down the final 30 nominees for the Ballon d'Or. We're going to basically just rate them whether we think they're a good shout, whether they're like a shoe-in for the trophy, or at least really close to the competition, or whether they're just like there to pad the numbers. So we are using the article on marca.com, and they've sorted the nominees out in order of their position. So we start out with the first and only goalkeeper on the list, uh, Donnarumma.
Okay, shout. Not great, not bad either. I,
Euros Player of the Year, so I guess he does deserve to be on that list. But yeah, I
one
agree.
tournament, 7 games. Does that define one full year?
You're correct.
Probably.
You're correct. You're correct on that. I definitely don't think he should be. He's good on the list, but he's not going to get anywhere close. Going on to defenders, let's do these guys in combination because they've basically been in combination for God
Everywhere.
knows how long. Leonardo Bonucci and Giorgio Chiellini.
I mean, can you split the trophy and give half to each? Probably I would give it to them. But they aren't going to get it because they did not have a domestic season worth writing about. And one is handicapped without the other. So if it's an individual award, they are not winning it. It's
Mm-hmm.
just a shout only because they won the Euros and because they have that legacy thing going for them.
Simon Cher, Care,
KF, KF.
Ayer, that name. I think he had a good Euros, and that's probably the only reason he's on that list. Cesar Azpilicueta, what's your take on him?
I think the Champions League trophy made his name come in. He's been
Yeah,
stellar for that team, but over 38 games and the Champions League, nope.
yeah. If you could push him into this season, count a little bit of that, probably would have counted a little bit more, but definitely no. Ruben Diaz, amazing domestic campaign, atrocious at the Euros. I mean, I think he was one of Portugal's most underperforming players at the Euros. That Euros performance should have probably disqualified him from this list. But I guess the performance in the Premier League for City was good enough to where he's found himself on there. Okay, N'Golo Kante, UEFA Midfielder of the Year.
Good shout, good shout. But again, he's a defensive midfielder. Usually it doesn't go to a DM. So and he doesn't have those assist or goal numbers. So I don't think he's going to get it.
Hmm. Now this one we disagree on. Mason
Yeah.
Mount. I think it's a really decent shout. He's been great for Chelsea ever since he's come back, and I mean even with England, he was the energy hub for that team. You know, people are talking about like why isn't Grealish on, why isn't Sancho on? Mason Mount really made that team click for me. But clearly you don't disagree. You don't agree with
I
me on
think
that.
he should be on the young player list because the Ballon d'Or list, they'll never give him that recognition or value. It's just there again as an add-on to fill up the numbers. He had a very good season, won the Champions League, great performances with England. But do you really think they're even going to look at all that, considering the way they have historically given away the Ballon d'Or?
Alrighty, Nico Barella. Nico Barella, I think, is in here. I don't think he's undeserved. He should be somewhere in this list. I do feel like Locatelli probably deserves to come in ahead of him. Probably, maybe even Federico Chiesa. Honestly, although he may be lower down in the forwards list, I don't know. But Chiesa for me has been the most impressive Italian in the last season. Really pulled Juventus out of a lot of tough spots last season and was amazing with Italy for the Euros as well. Started off with a bit pop performance. Nico Barella, I mean, winning a trophy with Inter Milan, so that's great. And then again, winning the Euros with
The Euros.
Italy. So I think that's why he's in there. Not a bad shout, but there are more players in that team that could have probably made this list. Okay, this one was definitely expected. Bruno Fernandez.
I mean, he didn't turn up at the Euros as well, so oh, why is he in there?
Fair, fair, fair. But I mean, essentially, United is nothing without him. Well, now they have Ronaldo, but up until last season, United was nothing without him. So
Right.
I see why he's on this list. Another amazing shot. I think this kid absolutely deserves. Again, he probably deserves to be more on the young player of the year list, but just his sheer level of performance. This kid, Pedri. Absolutely. I mean, it was amazing for Barcelona throughout the season. A very difficult, struggling Barcelona, and looked like a beast in that Spanish midfield. So I have no complaints of this kid. He's not going to win it. I hope he has all the quality to win it within his career span, though. So really happy to see him on that list. Coming down to Luka Modric, where do you stand on that one?
It's just there for the legacy, I think.
Kevin De Bruyne. Player I feel should have won UEFA Player of the Year over Georginio. Fewer minutes, much bigger impact. Definitely deserves to be on this list. All right, moving on to the player that really polarizes opinions, Georginio. Uh, I think he's a decent player. Managers seem to love him. He seems to be the hub of all, the focal point of all teams that he plays for. Definitely not Ballon d'Or levels of worthy though for me. What about you?
Again, he's a manager's dream. That's about it. Nah, not. I would not really rate him on the performances, although he has turned up in big games, as seen in the Euros.
Coming in next is another player that I definitely believe will, at some point in his career, win a Ballon d'Or. Phil Foden. Moving on to his Manchester City colleague, getting into the forward section now. Riyad Mahrez.
Uh, with Manchester City rotating day in day out, you never know who is going to start the next game. So I don't know whether I would consider Riyad Mahrez as a top three or a top five, but he did have a good season. Pep
Yeah,
did let him play. I mean, he was sidelined for a while, but then he got back into Pep's good books, and he's had an impact with that team.
but yeah, another player again coming down to people who will probably win the Ballon d'Or at some point in their playing life. Erling Haaland, beast. I'm not even going to talk. You want
Definite,
to talk about
definite,
him?
definite shout. Definite shout out. I mean, what a man. Is he a man or is he a robot? He's a machine. He's not just human. He's definitely not human. Unreal numbers for a player of that age and that caliber. He beats defenders 1-on-1, 3-on-1, 5-on-1. He can take everyone on his own and score outrageous goals. I think he definitely deserves a shout, but they won't give it to him until he moves to a big name club. That's
Or
what I
wins like
think
a
it's
Champions
all
League,
about. Yeah,
because he's definitely never going to win a Euros. I mean, never say never, but probably not going to win a Euros or a World Cup with Norway.
true.
Coming down to Harry Kane, England's golden boy. Uh, I think this is a courtesy shot. He had a fabulous domestic season. There is no denying that. Actually, yeah, I think he's a really good shot just for that reason alone. It took a while to get clicking in the Euros, but he did come good in that competition as well. So actually, I think Harry Kane is actually a pretty decent shot. I wouldn't be surprised if he even makes the top 10 for the final list. So strong contender there. Moving on to another strong contender, Karim Benzema. Where do you see him ending? I don't even want to get into the specifics. I just want to know where you see him ending on the final roster.
I think he'll be top five. I think he'll be
I,
top five.
I feel he'll be top three. Raheem Sterling, same City wows where he's a good player, but
Same
I
as
don't see
Mahrez.
him. Yeah, same situation as Mahrez. Okay, now this is a good one. Lionel Messi. This is going to be probably another polarizing opinion.
Messi, for sure, with the Copa America, if they count that more valuable, because I don't see them rating other competitions apart from the Euros as much as they should be. I am still not certain over the fact whether do they give it to him for his individual brilliance in for Argentina or for what they couldn't do with Barcelona. That's where I am a little doubtful about. But I think he makes the top three.
I feel, and I'm a huge Lionel Messi fan, so I definitely see him in the top three. I would love for him to win it. Neymar, I have an interesting take on this one. I feel over the last couple of seasons, overall, I have never been a huge Neymar fan. He was great at Barcelona, but again, he had a very good system around him. But over the past couple of seasons, I have really seen him step up for PSG, especially in the Champions League. So definitely a good shout. Still doesn't play enough in the league. Lots of injury problems. So I think that kind of takes away from him being in any kind of real contention, but I think he deserves to be
Same thoughts, same
on that
thoughts.
list. Lautaro Martinez.
Lautaro for his impressive goal scoring at Inter and for being the support cast for Leo Messi with Argentina. But Lautaro was overshadowed by Lukaku last season. So if it's a Lautaro to Lukaku comparison, then I don't think Lautaro goes up. And for that reason, I don't think he's getting anywhere near.
Okay, coming down to your pick for who should be winning this trophy.
Levy, I mean, Levy or Robert Lewandowski. Again, let's clear the air for everyone. This guy deserves it, dude. This guy deserves it. I mean, if he doesn't get a Ballon d'Or for the performances he's been having throughout the last 4, 5 seasons, I don't know what this award is really all about. He's been ignored last year. I don't think they're going to count that this year as well.
There is that rumor out there that he might get like a retroactive Ballon d'Or. In which case, that probably means that he's not going to get the one for this year. Because I mean, that would be amazing to not get any and then suddenly just have two in one go. But yeah, that definitely a good shot. I think he'll also end up in the top three. Coming down to Mohamed Salah, arguably the best player in the world right now on current form, possibly only competing against Karim Benzema and to an extent maybe Killian Mbappe. But I don't think it was a Ballon d'Or worthy season for him. He will definitely make the top 10. I wouldn't be surprised even if he makes the top 5. But I'm pretty sure with the other players in and around, he probably still just misses out on that. Romelu Lukaku.
He's dominated the Italian league, got Inter the title that they wanted. He was decent enough with Belgium, wherein, I mean, he still has that problem with the first touch. He'll be in the top 10, top 5, I'm not sure about, although he's had brilliant performance.
Alrighty, another big name, Cristiano Ronaldo. Only good thing. I mean, he was still the goal machine for Juventus. I wouldn't blame Juventus's failure on him, but by no means was that a Ballon d'Or worthy season. He's been out of the conversation for a while. I feel now. I mean, the Juventus move didn't quite work out in terms of the success that they were hoping for, and the Euros. I mean, he got the golden boot, so there is that to take away. Penalties in there, but golden boot is a golden boot, right? But yeah, last player on the list, another potential Ballon d'Or winner, Killian Mbappe.
Good season for PSG, but PSG lost the title to Lille. Trophy wise, no. Then with France, the showing was a little difficult, and then missing out that penalty, all of that probably is not going to go in his favor. I mean, definitely will not go in his favor. So, top 10, not even top 5, top 10 is what I think Mbappe would fit in.
So this is my hot take. I think he probably should not make the top 10 because he's been good, but where it matters, his performances have just not been relevant. But yeah, that was our rankings for.
I think there's 2 more names.
Oh,
Gerard Moreno from Villarreal and Luis Suarez from Atletico.
There was an advertisement in there that I didn't see.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's wrap this up real quickly. I'll take Gerard Moreno. I like that he's on this list, but he's not going to win it. He's just not going to win it. He just doesn't have the name, the fanfare of a player. But I'm really glad that players like him are actually getting on to this list.
Suarez maybe he's just there because of the last Swan song and for winning the title with Atletico.
That was our opinions on the Ballon d'Or top 30 list. Let us know your thoughts in the comment below. Let us know who you think will finish in the top 10, top 5, top 3, who you think should win the Ballon d'Or for the last season gone by. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, keep following us, keep showing us your support.
UEFA, FIFA, nobody's rash. Nobody makes logical decisions. So you can also give us your hot takes and we'll be fine with it.